I never thought I'd see the day when my own flesh and blood would look me in the eye and call me a burden. But there he was, my favorite son, Michael, standing in my kitchen with his arms crossed, his voice sharp as a winter wind. Mom, you're holding us back. We can't keep pretending anymore. Those words hit me like a slap from the grave. I raised him with every ounce of love I had, sacrificed my dreams so he could chase his, and now he wanted me out of the picture, like I was yesterday's trash. But what I did next, oh, it shocked him to his core. It shocked me too. Stick around, because this isn't just my story, it's a warning about what happens when love turns to poison, and how one old woman found her spine again. Every morning, I'd wake up before the sun peeked over the hills, my bones creaking like the old wooden floors in this house I've called home for 50 years. I'd shuffle to the kitchen in my worn slippers, the cold tile biting at my feet, and start the coffee brewing. The aroma would fill the air, rich and bitter, reminding me of simpler times. Then I'd tend to the laundry, folding Michael's shirts that he'd left behind from his last visit, ironed crisp, just how he liked them. In the afternoons, I'd be out in the garden, my hands deep in the soil, pulling weeds and watering the roses that bloomed red as blood. The petals felt soft against my wrinkled skin, and the birdsong was my only company. I'd cook dinner alone, stirring pots of stew that simmered with onions and herbs, the steam warming my face. But lately, the house echoed with silence, no footsteps but mine, no laughter filling the rooms. It was in these quiet moments that the ache settled in deep in my chest, like a stone I couldn't swallow. I remember when Michael was little, his chubby hands clutching my skirt as we walked to the park. I'd work double shifts at the diner, feet swollen and back aching, just to buy him that bicycle he dreamed about. Mommy, you're the best, he'd say, his eyes sparkling like stars. I gave him everything, my savings for his college, my time when his wife, Sarah, was pregnant with their first. I'd drive hours to babysit little Emily, changing diapers and singing lullabies until my voice went hoarse. The necklace I wore, a simple gold chain with a heart pendant, was a gift from him on my 60th birthday. For all you've done, Mom, he whispered. I treasured it, a symbol of our bond. But as the years passed, that warmth faded. Michael grew distant, calls became shorter, visits rarer. He'd promised to come by tomorrow, Mom, I swear, but tomorrow never came. Tomorrow never came. It started small, the betrayal. Sarah would roll her eyes when I'd offer advice, saying, "Times have changed, Eleanor. We don't need your old ways." Michael nodded along, too busy with his job to defend me. Then came the money talks. "Mom, we could use some help with the house payment," he'd say, his voice smooth as silk. I dipped into my savings again, handing over checks with a smile, thinking it was for family. But whispers turned to shouts. One evening, as snow fell softly outside the window, blanketing the world in white, they sat me down. "This house is too big for you alone," Michael said. "Maybe it's time to sell. We could split it." Split it? This home I'd built brick by brick after his father passed? Their words cut deep, like shards from a broken bowl. The one I'd dropped that night, porcelain scattering across the floor like our shattered trust. They gaslight me, twisting my memories. "You're forgetting things, Mom. We never asked for that much." Lies. Pure lies. The disrespect grew. In-laws whispering about nursing homes, Michael ignoring my calls when I felt ill last winter, fever burning through me like fire. That's when it hit me, lying in bed with the quilt pulled tight, the room spinning from pain and pills. Enough. Enough of pouring my soul into a well that gave nothing back. My thoughts cleared like fog lifting from the river at dawn. I wasn't a doormat. I was Eleanor Thompson, a woman who'd survived loss and loneliness before. I realized my sacrifices had bred entitlement, my love mistaken for weakness. No more. I acted quietly, my hands steady for the first time in years. First, I called my lawyer, the one who'd handle my husband's will. In the dim light of my study, surrounded by folders of yellowed papers smelling of dust and ink, I rewrote everything. Michael out of the inheritance, the house in a trust for Emily, my granddaughter, the innocent one. I canceled the life insurance policy where he was beneficiary, the one I'd paid premiums on for decades. Then, with a key in hand, cold metal, symbol of my control. I changed the locks on every door, the click echoing like finality. I packed a small bag and drove to the coast, leaving the house behind, but taking my peace with me. No notes, no warnings. Just gone, like a ghost slipping into the night. He came pounding on the door days later, his face red with fury, Sarah trailing behind like a shadow. "Mom, open up." "What the hell is this?" he yelled through the wood. I stood inside, heart pounding but voice calm. When I finally opened it a crack, his eyes widened at the new chain lock. "You can't do this," he spat. "After all we've done for you? You're being selfish." "Selfish?" The word hung in the air like smoke. Sarah chimed in, tears fake as fool's gold. "We were just trying to help." "Please, Eleanor, think of the family." Begging now, blame shifting like always. I looked him square in the eye, my words short and steel. "Family? You forgot what that means long ago. This is my house, my life. Goodbye, Michael." I shut the door, the thud final as a judge's gavel. Now I sit by the ocean, waves crashing against the shore in rhythmic fury, then retreating soft as a sigh. The sun rises each morning, painting the sky in pinks and golds, a symbol of new beginnings. My necklace? I buried it in the sand, letting go of the love it once held. The empty chair beside me isn't lonely anymore. It's space for me, for the woman I rediscovered. Peace wraps around me like a warm shawl, and I sip tea from a mug that doesn't tremble in my hands. Listen closely, dear one. Don't let betrayal steal your dignity. Set boundaries like walls around a garden. Let karma bloom in its time. Sacrifice is beautiful, but not at the cost of your soul. I found my justice in quiet strength, and so can you. Let go and watch the flowers grow.